In a little district west of Washington Square, the streets have run crazy and broken themselves into small strips called places. These places make other places between them, which are called alleys and courts. Electric lights have never shone upon these places. Gas lamps, dim and infrequent, struggle to illuminate the narrow passageways. In one of these places, Sue and Johnsy had their studio. It was on the 3rd floor, and the rent was $30 a month. They shared it with a porcelain bathtub, a $30 gas stove, and a dressmaker's dummy. Johnsy was painting in oils. Sue was studying still life in watercolors. Their rent was paid up to January 1st. After that they would have to move. One November day the wind began to blow, and the leaves fell from the trees. Johnsy looked out the window and shivered. "I feel miserable," she said. "Something is going to happen." "Don't be foolish," said Sue. "It's only the wind." But Johnsy's spirit was low. She had been ill, and the doctor had told her she needed the country. "I'm going to die," she said. "I'm going to die for want of something to do." Sue tried to cheer her up, but Johnsy's spirit sank lower. "Old Behrman will come and paint your picture," Sue said. Johnsy shook her head. "I don't want old Behrman. I want to paint." Old Behrman was a painter who lived on the floor below. He was 60 years old and painted landscapes. Sue went downstairs and asked old Behrman to come up. "I'll paint something," he said to cheer up Johnsy. He brought his easel, paints, and canvas. Johnsy lay on the couch, looking out the window. Old Behrman painted an ivy vine on the wall opposite Johnsy's window. He painted it with old, stiff brushes and cold, wintry colors. As he finished, the wind died down, and the sun came out. "Look out the window," Sue said. Johnsy looked. The ivy vine was covered with leaves, shining green in the sunlight. Johnsy smiled. "I feel better," she said. Old Behrman went home, took his shoes off, and went to bed. The next morning, Sue found old Behrman on the floor, cold and stiff. The doctor came and said, "Pneumonia." Johnsy looked out the window and saw the last leaf on the ivy vine trembling in the wind. "I've made up my mind," she said. "I'm going to get well." Sue smiled. "Old Behrman gave his life for you," she said. Johnsy looked at the last leaf. "It's going to stay there," she said. "I'm going to get well." The last leaf fell, but Johnsy didn't die. She got well.